welcome to the third and final day of Workday Rising EMEA. I'm Kate Russell, and this is your roundup of all the action from right here in beautiful Barcelona. The closing keynote has just finished. The curtain has come down on another Workday Rising EMEA, and what an incredible event it's been. If you've not been lucky enough to be here with us, don't worry, we've got you covered. The Rising Daily is your digital VIP pass to all of the best that Workday Rising EMEA has to offer. Coming up on today's show, we'll be talking to the judges and finalists of the first ever Workday Customer Awards. We'll also hear from Workday customers who will be bringing all the insights from the Leader Forum sessions that they've been part of this year. Spanish Workday customer Parques Reunidos will be here to tell us all about its pioneering approach to sustainability and how it's helping to transform the leisure industry. And we will be speaking to the team at Generation Spain to find out what the business leaders of tomorrow think about the future of work. But first of all, we're off to the Keynote Theatre, where a short time ago, the closing keynote brought this year's event to an end. And what a session it was. Luckily, we managed to grab Workday CMO, Emma Chalwin, for her reaction. Emma, thank you so much for being here today. There's so much to see at the show, and there's been such a buzz on the floor. What are your highlights?
Well, there's so many, I don't really know where to start, but I guess it would be getting to spend so much time immersed with the Workday community, so spending time with customers, prospects, partners, and my fellow workmates from all over Europe. And to be back near home has been truly wonderful.
Well, Workday Rising EMEA is a real celebration of the Workday community. I have to ask you about the highly emotional keynote with UNHCR's Cathy Bennett-Sattler. Such an emotive story and an interesting use of technology to really drive good in the world. How does it feel to be part of that?
Well, it's phenomenal, and Cathy's such an amazing, inspirational leader, and the work they do is just so incredible. So to be part of that as a partner to her and fueling the company's success, it really fills our soul, so it's wonderful.
Now, I know it's a whole year away yet, but what would you say to people to make sure that they come next year?
Well, spaces run out fast. We are growing the event. We actually had 4,000 attendees with us this year. I'm so excited to be going back to London. Register fast. As soon as we get the registration out there, register so you get your spot. Don't miss out.
Workday Rising EMEA is the event for the Workday community, and customers are at the very forefront of that. This year, during the closing keynote, we announced the winners of the first ever Workday Customer Awards, launched to celebrate our most innovative and inspiring customers. We spoke to Lena Wilson, who was on this year's judging panel, as well as some of the finalists, to find out what other businesses can learn from their transformational journeys.
First off, I just want to say how much of an honor it is to be recognized as one of the finalists. What I would recommend to a customer early on in their journey, something that served us very well, we selected Workday quite early on in our growth journey as a company.
Select your partners carefully. Obviously, we're with Workday and PwC, and engage them right from the start of the process and let them know what the transformation journey is around.
And it was very helpful to not only think about what we needed today, but also what we would need in 3-5 years from now.
When you're starting your transformation journey, of course, you'll have a lot of new things up in front of you, but really to find the right rhythm in working on your transformation, introducing Workday for your organization, you will really need to know what your goal is.
Well, I was delighted to be asked to be a judge on this year's first inaugural awards, and I was amazed at the level of the entries, the number of the entries. Probably took more time than I thought to do justice to it all, but I think it just shows how companies want to be recognized.
It's a great way for me to also get to know those members of my industry, to connect with them, to maybe align the challenges that we have, and then put together our, let's say, common proposal to Workday and amplify our voices.
The other thing I was really impressed with was the variety. So very small companies to companies with a couple of 100,000 employees. There really was something for everyone.
As well as honouring our customers with awards, at Workday Rising EMEA, we like to put them centre stage and let them tell their own story about how technology is transforming how they do business. Earlier today, we hosted our leader forums. Each forum is an opportunity for our customers from the offices of the CFO, CHRO and CIO to talk about the challenges they're facing right now and how their roles are changing as we move into the age of AI.
For me, we had, two of my peers from Air Liquide and on the stage to talk about a very important topic in today's world, HR automation and automation via AI. Really helpful because of, talent scarcity that we are having, as well as all the budget pressures that we are having today. So a really good session, and I think it was a lot in for the audience to learn and to take away for them and apply it at home.
It's a time of massive change. There's a lot changing in the industry right now. Obviously, generative AI solutions. So what excites me is embracing that, but doing it in a consistent way so that it's controlled, but we make best use of the technology that's available.
The most that excites me for the role as a CFO is pretty much, adopting to technology, aside from the traditional CFO responsibilities. I think there's a huge leverage into it, and I'm excited to see that happening.
For me, it's all about the I in the CIO. It's about information, and the quality of the information is going to become ever so more important with the rollout of AI. If the data's not good, what you get out of it is not going to work. So having clean, consistent data and being in control of that, I think is going to be key as we roll out that technology.
Since it was founded in 2006, Workday has been committed to creating a sustainable future. As part of its climate strategy, it's continued to match 100% of the electricity used at all global offices and data centres with clean, renewable sources, and is providing its entire customer community with a carbon-neutral cloud. Workday Rising EMEA is no exception, and as well as running a carbon-neutral event, Workday invites attendees to vote on which projects to fund to offset their travel. We headed to the Sustainability Garden in the Innovation Hall to meet with Workday customer Parques Reunidos to find out about how its pioneering approach to sustainability is helping to transform the leisure industry.
How important is sustainability for an organisation like yours?
Well, the management of the social, environmental and governance matters are key for Parques Reunidos. Within the sustainability practices in our company, we have defined in 12 different areas, working around topics like promotion of equity, diversity and equality, procurement sustainability practices, and of course the reduction, for instance, of gases emission.
So what can organisations learn from companies like Parques Reunidos when it comes to sustainability?
Well, I think that sustainability is an opportunity for all of us. We cannot do everything in the same day, but every day we can take actions, we can impact on different people and in the planet. Sustainability is giving us the opportunity to have an impact in the people, in the customers, in the employees and in all the planet.
Now, we spent a lot of time this week talking about the future of work, but it would be wrong to talk about the future without hearing from the people who are going to live it, the next generation of business leaders. Luckily for us, Workday invited 10 students from Generation Spain to Workday Rising EMEA, where they had the chance to meet with business leaders and get access to mentoring and advice. We went to meet with Generation Spain to find out what business leaders need to know about the workforce of tomorrow and their hopes for the future of work. Talk to us a little bit about Generation Spain and the goals for the organisation.
Yeah, Generation Spain is an organization focused on economic mobility. We are part of a network across 17 different countries, and what we do is train and place people into careers and into jobs. Workday supports us in the classroom, helping us be able to run the cohorts, but also with partnerships such as today, where volunteers from Workday actually mentor our graduates and support them with career tips and advice.
What has been the highlight for you?
People I met. I think it's the biggest highlight I will live. I will leave this place remembering the people I've met today and the people who taught me things that I did not think before. My span of opportunities is way bigger now.
And it gives them the confidence to actually go out there in the world and feel like others that are now successful and now they admire can actually have gone through the experiences that they have, but also it gives them real life tips of people that are now doing hiring for junior roles and that can give them really precise advice on how to best start their career.
Good things must come to an end, and I'm sad to say that's all we have time for today, and indeed for this whole week. A huge thank you for joining us at what has been an incredible Workday Rising EMEA. But the fun doesn't stop here. Workday to You, our on-demand experience, will be live next week, bringing you every single session from this year's event. And a big thank you to all of our guests this week and to our partners, customers and workmates who make Workday Rising EMEA possible. I'm afraid this is where the VIP digital experience ends, which means it's time for the customer appreciation party. Sorry, no cameras allowed. Hasta luego from everyone here in Barcelona, and until next time, have a great work day.